Hi, Ernest. I actually didn't have Columbus Day off today, so I was working. But I know some people who did have Columbus Day off. Did you have it as a holiday today? Like, did you have a holiday from work today? Hi, Freshly Wild. Happy Monday to you too. I did. My contract prohibits me from working federal holidays unless I get special permission. Okay, nice. So you had a long weekend then. Very nice. I wish I had today off, but nope. No holiday for me today. How was your Monday? I was gonna say so far, but it's kind of the end of Monday. So how's your Monday been freshly wild? Ernest was saying that he had today off because it was a holiday. With the poll, I would say something autumn related. Yes, you're on the right track. Thank you. Yeah, today's was fun to make. I really liked those apple cinnamon muffins. They went very quickly. Okay, one of you said pumpkin spice and one of you said lemon poppy seed. Nice. I'm watching a horror TV series called Teacup. It's brand new and it's on the Peacock streaming app. Good Monday in the lots of work but grateful. Okay. Got it. I need to find some pink lady apples. They're so good. They're my favorite kind of apple. My grocery store always has them in stock, but I don't know if they're less common in different parts of the US. Hi, Back to the Future. I'm doing well. Thought I'd hop on here while I still had some time. It's not too late for me. It's like 9:30ish, but I had a good start to the week. I didn't have today off. It's Columbus Day slash Indigenous Peoples Day. So yeah, I know it varies from like employer to employer and also state to state. Have you ever had cotton candy grapes? No, I've never had cotton candy grapes. I've never heard of them actually. All right, let's see. Chocolate, pumpkin spice, lemon poppy seed, coffee cake. Okay. I'm guessing pumpkin spice. All right. I think I'll do what I've always kind of done, which is to leave the poll open until about an hour in. Let's see. I'm curious to know, Ernest, are cotton candy grapes, are they sold in grocery stores or are they kind of something you have to order online, like Amazon? Hi, Alan. Hi, Shazad Sadiq. If you're able to find them, they are delicious. I believe you. They sound good. I mean, I never eat it anymore. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy show. What was I saying? I liked cotton candy when I was little. I don't eat it now because I know it's pure sugar. Ugh. And it's not like super, super tasty, I find. So that's kind of why I avoid it if you're able to find them. Okay, I've never heard of lemon poppy seed having been living under a rock. Really? That's so interesting. I feel like lemon poppy seed is such a staple for sweets. I get them from the grocery store, but they are seasonal. Okay. Thank you, Alan. Show up, show up. All right. Ooh, looks like most people are saying pumpkin spice. Okay. Click the likes. Thank you, Freshly Wild. Hi, Rainy Clouds. Nothing much, just hanging out here, talking to everybody. Pretty solid Monday. How's your Monday going? Rainy Clouds. Is it evening for you? Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Back to the Future. I'm going to laugh my butt off. It's a flavor. If it's a flavor we don't expect. Yeah, I was trying to think of like good options for the poll. I was hoping this one would be kind of a tricky one. Chocolate and pumpkin spice. No one is saying coffee cake. Sir Johnny of Bravo. Hi. I don't know if I recall seeing you in my previous lives. Welcome. It's already Tuesday here. Okay, Rainy Clouds, where are you located? You must be somewhere on the other side of the, what, the Atlantic? Europe? Asia? Africa? Somewhere? Coffee is so good though. Agreed. I absolutely love coffee. Ernest. YouTuber is asking, what's a procedure to impress you? That's a good question. Probably any kind of like athletic skill or like good stand-up comedy. I don't know. I feel like I'm impressed by just people who are very good at a particular skill. Saudi Arabia. Okay. Goodness. What time in the morning is it for you over there in Saudi Arabia? Rainy Clouds. Sir Johnny of Bravo, first time, and y'all talking about cake. It's the poll question. So I just this evening was recording a video. It's actually going to be next Monday's episode, and it's the 1K subscriber special. I'm kind of behind because I feel like I've been growing more with doing YouTube lives, but I did cross the 1K subscriber mark a few weeks ago, and so I wanted to do a 1K subscriber special just to mark that milestone and like say thank you to people. So I baked a cake for that episode tonight. I didn't finish the whole episode. I kind of do them in chunks, but they're like I baked the cake in a couple of different pans, and the cakes are sitting off in my kitchen. So the poll question is asking which of those listed down below I baked tonight. It's 6 a.m. now. Okay, early riser. Nice. Rainy Clouds. I can be hilarious, but I am a reactionary comic with my friends. Okay, I mean, that works. Cora the Creator, hi. I believe you're new here. I don't recall seeing you previously. Welcome, welcome. Chocolate is everyone's favorite. Henny, you're almost at 1.5K. I know. I feel very kind of, I mean, I was saying this to my sister because she has a YouTube channel and she has more subscribers than me. She's like, I think she just crossed 3K. But I was telling her, I was like, I want to do a 1K subscriber special, even though I've passed it and now I'm like a bit a ways past that milestone. And she's like, as long as you have the one in front of the number, one something K, like you're good to go. So I'm like, I gotta get this done. I can't let this drag on and on. Hello already. Smells good. My home is smelling so good right now because of the cake that I just made. I'm a coffee lover, but I can only drink decaffeinated coffee. Interesting. Why only decaf? I've heard Like I have friends who do decaf because of like heart sensitivity, like it can affect their heart rate, or it can just amplify nerves, or I don't know. I feel like people vary. Oh my gosh, it's CC. You changed your username again. Therian plus cosplayer. All right, welcome back. Thank you for letting me know it's you, CC. Otherwise, I would have thought you were a new person here. It's 10:32 at night right now. Okay, so you must be on the East Coast of the US or somewhere in that time zone, like maybe somewhere in Canada. I have school tomorrow. Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Rainy Clouds, for the sub. Any flavor of cake that you do not like? Ooh, Sir Johnny of Bravo, that's a good question. I would say I can eat pretty much any kind of cake. I can even do like carrot cake. I was not a fan of that as a kid. I thought it was kind of weird. If there's any kind of cake I wouldn't eat, it would probably be something with coconut shreds in it, just because it's like I love everything about coconut, like flavor, cream, coconut milk in curries, but it's just that it's like the shavings of coconut that I hate. So I would not want any kind of cake with coconut shreds in it. I sadly made a mistake once in college. I went to a cafe and I ordered this amazing looking piece of cake, and I didn't realize it had coconut in it, and so I just bite into it, and I'm just like, oh my god, nope, 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 nope. I gagged. Ugh. Hi, Ragu. Thank you, Jason King. Hey, I want. Oh my gosh, you went to Bole. Amazing. Wait, Jason, are you here in the Twin Cities area? Are you in Minneapolis, St. Paul slash like the suburbs? I'm glad you went to Bole. The owner is just delightful. Him and his wife both. They work so hard. Um, what dish did you get at Bole? Jason King, ragu coffee. Oh, you guys are making me want to go brew some decaf coffee right now, but I don't want to exit the screen and go to my kitchen. I take breaks from caffeine, but I love espresso. Me too. Me too. I feel like I didn't really appreciate espresso until I spent some time in Europe, and I felt like it was way more common for Europeans to have just little shots of espresso instead of like the full brew of just like drip coffee like in the US. I feel like is so common. And at first I was like, gosh, that seems like such a dinky little drink. It's gone so fast. What's the point of it? And then I had a few and I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. I mean, it's really strong flavor and I love, love, love the flavor of coffee. I know, it's just I love changing it. Oh, that's fine. I mean, change it as much as you want, Therian plus cosplayer. If I eat or drink too much chocolate, I will break out with pimples. So Back to the Future, I feel like that's like me with sugar. If I eat too much sugar, it's just like craters. It just feels like my skin is like exploding like, out of irritation. I'm a caffeine addict, trying to cut it down these days. I try to limit myself to 1 cup of coffee per day. If I'm really, really struggling, like this past weekend, I woke up early and I don't know why, but I woke up way earlier than my alarm and I didn't get a full night of sleep and I was very, very tired and I had plans for Saturday and I was like, okay, like these are the days I reserve for having 2 cups of coffee to really just kind of you know, get me to almost fully awake. I can't stand pineapple cake. Okay, Freshly Wild, that's actually on my recipe list because someone recommended or suggested that I do pineapple cake in one of my lives weeks ago. And I wrote it down, but I actually don't know if I've ever had pineapple cake before. I've seen it 1,000 times watching cooking shows and baking shows. I'm not a fan of lemon or coconut cake. Okay. Coconut texture can be a bit weird sometimes. I'm with you there, Sir Johnny of Bravo. Cora the Creator, it's my first time back to school in a week. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry you had bronchitis and pneumonia. Wow, that is a lot to happen in your respiratory area. I'm sorry. I'm glad though you just have a cough now. It sounds like it's gotten better. Oh my goodness. Wow. Gray Rock VR. That's a lot of math. I mean, I could punch that in. I do remember the order of operations, but I am gonna let you do your math homework by yourself. I think that's the best solution. Jason King. Okay, South Minneapolis. Nice. Okay. So Bole, did you go to the Bole? There's one in St. Paul. That's where I always go. And then there's like the Bole Express, which is in Minneapolis. So there's two locations. I'm guessing you went to the St. Paul location? I would have your coconut cake. Thank you, handsome homeboy NYC. I drink decaf because I have high blood pressure and I get headaches. Yep, I've heard that. Super veggie platter. Excellent. That's exactly what I get, Jason. It never disappoints. Lee Hoffman, what's for dinner? So for dinner, I already ate. It's 9:45, 9:40 my time here in Minnesota. I had salad, I had some red lentils, actually Ethiopian lentils. It's Mr. Watt. I made some of those last night and then just heated some up today. And then what else did I have? I had a baked potato. I went on a run this evening, so I was like, I gotta refuel the calories. I have two favorite coffees, Pete's Cafe, Domingo, and Corn Coffee. The band has their own coffee. What? Corn has their own coffee. How cool is that? I would try Corn Coffee. I mean, I don't really listen to their music, but just to kind of like support an artist, I think it would be really cool to, yeah, just buy some of their coffee and see what it's like. I bet your ramen noodles are bussin'. I've never actually made ramen noodles. I've had a million ramen noodle like packets, but I should do a ramen episode, like a blinged out ramen noodle dish. I love math, but I'm not doing anyone else's homework. I love math too, Kick Rocks. I always enjoyed it. It felt like a puzzle to me. Hi Vlad, thank you. Back to the Future loves pineapple cake. Nice. Hi Theo Bot, welcome back. Ernest, I drink a whole pot just to start my day. Coffee doesn't affect me anymore. I feel kind of that way too, because I feel like I've kind of let coffee linger. I tend to like really nurse beverages. And just this weekend, I think, I had a cup of coffee and I didn't want to let it sit overnight, and I also didn't want to dump it down the sink. I'm one of those people where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't like waste. So I just drank it at like 9 p.m. and I still went to bed and had a great night of sleep. So I feel like I'm not super sensitive to coffee anymore, unless it's like a mega intense coffee. Blueberry pie is the worst. No way. Oh my god, I love blueberry pie. Oh, what about blueberry pie do you not like, Freshly Wild? Is it just like the texture of the berries? Okay, Jason, you went to the St. Paul Bole. I love the look of that restaurant. I think it's so beautiful. Lindsay Klein, hi, what do you think about the Beyonce conspiracy? I don't know what that is. You'll have to update me on what the Beyonce conspiracy is. I follow pop culture to some extent, but I'm definitely not like in the most know as some people are. So I don't know. I haven't heard about this latest Beyonce conspiracy. I didn't even know there was a Beyonce conspiracy. Cora the Creator, it's 10:40 for me. How were your baked potatoes? They were very good. They're the ones that I prepped on my live. Gosh, would that have been, was it Saturday? Oh my gosh, Friday? I'm losing track of the days, guys, but it was very good. I only have one of those 6 baked potatoes left. I ate the 5th one tonight for dinner. I love red potatoes, so do I. Sir Johnny of Bravo, I like peanut butter and coffee. Would that work together in a cake? Never had or seen that combination. I think it would, honestly, because I love those two flavors, and I feel like I have had that combination at some point in my life, whether in a cheesecake or who knows, but I can definitely see those working well together. Hi, Vic G. Hola. It's dark roast and they have decaffeinated coffee as well. Okay, that must be the corn coffee you're talking about. Are we talking about anything today I like? I like just got here. So Theobot, we've been talking about different kinds of cake because the poll is asking people to guess what kind of cake I baked tonight, literally like an hour ago before I hopped onto this live. And then we're talking about coffee. There was a Beyonce conspiracy comment. I don't know what that is. And then we're also talking about this wonderful, in my opinion, it's the best Ethiopian restaurant in the Twin Cities area, which is Minneapolis, Minnesota, and St. Paul. These two cities are kind of like the capital hub of Minnesota. So, yes, Jason King said that he went to Bole recently. Okay. Core the creator. I like math, but I hate reading and writing. I have dyslexia, and sometimes the words like start spinning. Ooh, that sounds like I feel like I would get sick if I had that happen if I were reading. Melkazine, sick my sick. Although you shouldn't have Cuban coffee. It's super strong. I've heard about that. I mean, I would try Cuban coffee. I mean, I feel like I'm not super sensitive in terms of like heart rate, blood pressure. Like I don't have to watch my diet for anything in terms of like health conditions, which I think is nice because I like trying new things and I don't have to worry so much about like a really bad reaction. So, I haven't been to Cuba either, and I would love to go to Cuba. And just, oh, it looks so cool. And there's so much history down there. And maybe I save Cuban coffee for my first trip to Cuba. How about that? So I had some blueberry pie, and the filling tasted like cough medicine. Ew, ooh, that's unfortunate. I feel like you should give blueberry pie a chance, Freshly Wild, because when it's really made with like freshly picked blueberries and there's no artificial nasty flavoring, I think you would like it. Having had blueberry pie so many times. Hi, Rabah Meftah. Theobot doesn't eat pie. I don't eat pie. Hi, Brandon. Just got home from work. I have had a good Monday, speaking for myself. Oh, thank you, Beyonce, for the winning, because if they not... Oh my gosh, wow, that's a wild conspiracy, Lindsay. Okay, also, I think I'm saying your name right, Lindsay. I have not heard that, but I like Beyonce's music. I mean, I don't know, I've listened to her for so long. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I have no comment though on the conspiracy. Like, who knows? Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Justin Nichols, hello. Sir Johnny of Bravo, you're from the UK. What's the deal with ice cream cakes? What? Oh my gosh, they're so good. Wait, so in the UK, are they are there not really ice cream cakes? Like, if not, you guys are really missing out. It could really brighten up your days, especially like when it's cloudy and rainy and gloomy. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like of my generation, so I'm a millennial, and ice cream cakes were such a rite of passage. I feel like at some point, every single one of my friends whose birthday party I went to, one of their birthdays, they had a Dairy Queen ice cream cake. And there was, I mean, ice cream layers, and then there were layers of cake and like gooey fudge. I don't even know if it was fudge, but they're just so good. They're like basically an alternative to like a flour baked cake that you'd put in the oven. Ice cream cakes are amazing, Sir Johnny of Bravo. Have you ever had one? Hi, Blake Lawrence. I think I remember you. I think I've seen your username. Jason King, I'm guessing you made lemon poppy seed because you eat a plant-based diet, and it seems like the other options would have dairy or eggs. All right. I like that logic. Turkish coffee is the world's strongest. Yes, I did know this. I've never been to Turkey. I really, really want to go. My sister, she actually has gone to Turkey. She spent a summer there it was like a visual kind of art class. Like they looked at different buildings and it was just very cool. And she loves coffee as well. And so she was telling us when she got home from Turkey how strong the coffee was. And she's like, yeah, like sometimes like the grounds are still in the bottom of the cup because they basically just let them sit there and like just it makes the drink stronger and stronger. I eat pie some of the time, says Theobot. I do too. I would say it's not my favorite kind of dessert, but it's still good. Like if someone's serving it, I'll happily eat pie. Ernest is saying, when I had Cuban coffee back in 2015 in Florida, it woke me up. I had been drinking coffee for over 20 years at that point, and I was able to keep going and work through the night. Maybe that needs to be kind of like my ultimate desperation, like need to revive myself if I'm like very short on sleep and I must be awake and alert. Like maybe Cuban coffee is the trick. Ice cream cakes are the best. I'm right there with you, Brandon. They're so good. OMG, I love ice cream cakes and chocolate cake, my fave. Same here, Cora. Hi, Fendi TV. Love the username. And is that looks like Batman I see in your user icon, your user profile. I'm doing well, having a good Monday. Was pretty chill today. How are you doing? Fendi TV. Love it. The best ice cream cake is Baked Alaska, which is my favorite dessert. I've never had Baked Alaska. I've seen it on culinary shows over the years as like a challenge or as a just kind of like a feature and people are talking about it. But yeah, that's some it's very like unusual. That's what I recall. I'd have to look it up again to see like what all the parts of it are. You're precious. Thank you, Varun Chudhuri. My favorite pie is coconut cream. Okay, I definitely wouldn't eat coconut cream pie because, unless there's a way to like not have the coconut shreds in it, because I love a good like coconut cream something. Like I love, okay, the best vegan slash non-dairy ice cream that I've ever had was made with coconut cream because it's so high in fat because coconuts naturally have a lot of fat in the coconut milk. And so when you're like churning the coconut milk and the coconut cream, it just, oh my gosh, it makes the most delicious. It's kind of like custard almost. It's so rich and it feels like a nice, like it feels like vegans slash people who are lactose or just don't eat dairy get to actually have like a nice rich ice cream alternative that's not dairy. Never had ice cream cake. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's not a thing in the UK. I'm so surprised I never learned this because I feel like I know enough people who live in the UK or just cross paths with people. Like, I don't know. That's just, it's such a thing in the US. And I guess I just assumed it's so good. Like, it's so delicious that, of course, it would be common in other places. But maybe it's just an American thing. Also, Sir Johnny of Bravo, are there Dairy Queens in the UK? If there aren't, Dairy Queen is like it's a chain restaurant, kind of like McDonald's or Burger King, but they specialize in like ice cream treats and frozen desserts, but I think they also have like a food menu too. Like I've gotten fries there and some other kind of like easy American foods. Iced matcha and oat milk is my fave. I'll have it in a dispenser at my wedding. Love that. That is commitment. Also, deep fried ice cream. I've heard of deep fried ice cream. I've never had deep fried ice cream though, and it's always mesmerized me because how do you fry ice cream? Like I don't know how they do that because I would just think that like the oil in the fryer would just completely liquefy the ice cream. Hi, Fred. Welcome back. Brandon Reed, I get that. I know a lot of people that don't like it for that very reason. It's the rules for the stream. Thank you, Theo Bot. You have an amazing aura. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Fendi TV. And take care if you're heading out. Zero tolerance with the crunchies in the middle. Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about ice cream cake. The wonderful layers. Oh, I haven't had it in so many years. It may actually have been like since high school, which is like over a decade ago. So crazy. But I can remember it so vividly how good ice cream cake is. I just made some pot roast and potatoes. Ooh, an oxtail soup. Okay. Sounds fancy. Thank you, Michael. No Dairy Queen. That's okay, Sir Johnny of Bravo. I feel like there's some things over in the UK that I don't know. I think you guys have plenty of things that are good. There's this one, oh, Pret a Manger, I think. I visited a friend in London when she was doing her graduate degree, and we were just walking around getting some food, just, hanging out. And I remember Pret was such a lifesaver. For those, we don't have it here in the US as far as I've seen, but it was just this wonderful takeout, like easy. You just kind of go in and there's like ready-made salads, ready-made parfaits. They can make smoothies or some like drinks. I loved Pret. So that I would say, like, yes, you don't have Dairy Queen over there, but I think you've got some other really nice things. Can you pick a nail color for a guy doing his nails for the first time? I mean, I'm cool with any color. It could be any color. Maybe pink? I don't know. Pink is my favorite color, so I'm just gonna go with pink. They just sprinkle cinnamon and sugar on fried ice cream. Oh, so you're saying like they don't fry it? Any thoughts on using jackfruit as a meat substitute? I've done that. Actually, if you check out my channel, I love jackfruit. It's such a hack. So for any of you guys who don't know what jackfruit is, it's this tropical fruit, and the inside, like the fleshy part of this fruit that comes, I don't know, probably from some like palm tree thing. It looks like, the texture of it looks like pulled pork. And so on my channel, I did probably a few months ago now, if you check out or if you search pulled pork, I basically did like vegetarian pulled pork sandwiches for the 4th of July. That's what the occasion was. So, because in the US for Independence Day, which is July 4th, people sometimes will eat pulled pork or hamburgers. It's like a picnic type of day. And I thought pulled pork vegan style would be really fun to do. So I love jackfruit. I've been eating it for years as a meat substitute. Deep fried ice cream is easy, though it takes 3 to 4 days to make. You just need to get a good thick crust on the ice cream. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, you need to like encase the ice cream so it doesn't dissolve. There's a cow walking around missing a tail. Andre Washington, today is my birthday. Happy birthday! When I had bronchitis like 4 days ago, I had it for 1.5 weeks, and my doctor gave me 3 different puffers. Whew. That sounds like a drill, Cora. Okay, lots of deleted comments. Can you make me an ice cream cake and send it to me? LOL. I don't think that's, it would have to probably go on like a private jet with a freezer in it, because I feel like transatlantic shipping of an ice cream cake is otherwise not possible. Sir Johnny of Bravo, sadly. I don't think my cake would make it to you. No pandering to the mods. Do corn have corn nuts? Do corn have nuts? I don't know. Hi B. Oh my gosh, Jason, your birthday's on Friday. Happy early birthday to you, Jason. Yes, Libras. So what kind of cake you making? Asks Chris Ucheas. I will let you know in about 25 minutes. I like to keep the poll open for about an hour, although I've been forgetting about it lately. So people are saying chocolate, 37%, pumpkin spice, 33%, lemon poppy seed, 11%, and coffee cake. Okay. I like that there's a variety of responses. Gatekeeper of the community, you thought? Turn it into a milkshake by the time I get it. Seriously, yeah. That's what it would be. It would be like a nasty, warm, unsafe to eat milkshake. So I would not do that to you, Sir Johnny of Bravo. Where in the UK are you located, Sir Johnny of Bravo? Cora the Creator, I'm going on vacation on Friday and I haven't packed yet. Well, you still have some time. I mean, it's only Monday. You've got, like, what, 4 days? So, where are you going on vacation to, if you feel comfortable sharing, Cora? Gosh, I would love to go on vacation, but I'm not planning on going on vacation until, like, December. It's kind of a busy time at work, so I try to just not, I don't know. I find that taking vacation in the middle of the busiest season of work it feels like I can't really be completely unplugged when I'm on vacation because I'm just thinking about all of the work that I'm going to be coming back to and all the emails I'm not reading. So I will be vacationing in December. So still some time. Okay. Happy early birthday. Oh my gosh, yeah, Brandon. I remember you said yours was on the 17th. Yep. Oh my gosh, that's coming up. Exciting. Birthdays in here. I just bought a lemon meringue pie. Ooh, I do. I love lemon meringue pie. Can't do lemon makes me think of cleaning the boats. Oh my gosh, lemon is one of my favorite flavors in especially desserts. I would say chocolate always wins if I'm like out, and I don't know, trying to like pick off of a menu or pick something from a grocery store or whatever. Chocolate is like the automatic winner, but lemon, I would say, is like either second or third. What time are you telling us what kind of cake you made? So, Jason, I'm gonna tell people at the 1 hour mark. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer just to have some more votes in here for people who are, you know, coming in late. And I gotta go. Have a beautiful night. Bye, Freshly Wild. I'll let you know what the result is of the poll. Don't worry. Theo bought my birthday is all the way in January. Ooh, a New Year's time birthday. I love that. You live in London. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I love London so much. I love that city. London is amazing. London town. Let's not pander the chat. Okay. I'm going to Edmonton, Alberta. Ooh, okay. Very nice. I have not been there. I've been to Canada a couple of times in my life. It reminds me of just northern Minnesota because, all you have to do from where I am at, like in Minneapolis, Minnesota, is just drive straight up and then eventually you'll cross the Canadian border in about 6 to 7 hours, depending on traffic. And so once you go from where I'm at, which is more southern Minnesota, and you just drive up, the more north you go, it's more forested, it's colder, it's snowier, and then of course like Canada's just beyond that even more. So I just think of Canada, which is it's so like I'm just painting with a very broad brush here, but I just think of Canada as like this wonderful, wintry, beautiful nature kind of place. And so there are so many places I want to go in Canada. And I love the fact that it's such an accessible foreign country. I mean, it doesn't feel that foreign because it feels like, so similar to the US in a lot of ways. But Edmonton sounds really fun. Thanks, Brandon Reed. Happy birthday. Have to go for a sec, be right back. Sounds good. Have you ever been to the southern states? D Ward. Yes. I've been to some of the southern states. So I've been to South Carolina. I went to Myrtle Beach, loved it. And then I've been to Georgia a couple of times. I was in Savannah for vacation. One of my favorite cities anywhere. I just love it there. And Atlanta, I've been to twice. But I haven't been to Florida. I haven't been to Mississippi. I don't think I've been to Alabama. Maybe I've driven through though. I don't know. There's some on road trips I've gone through states, but I don't think I've been to Alabama. I haven't been to Louisiana. Haven't been to Texas, which is just so regrettable. I need to go to Texas. So I've been to like a few southern states, but not a ton. London has 10 of the best restaurants in the world, and they're all French. What? How are they all French? That's crazy. I live in Canada, close to Toronto. Woo! Oh, Canada. Amazing place. Love having you as our neighbor, Canada. London is also the world's oldest restaurant. Its main dish is eel. Ooh, I don't know if I could ever eat eel. They are so scary to look at. I went to an aquarium last year and I was just looking at the eels. I'm like, God, those things are horrifying. Ooh. The fact that like I don't know, their faces are really scary and they're like snakes in the water I don't like the shape of their bodies and then that they carry like an electrical charge. I'm just like there's nothing to like about these animals. Not a fan. Hi, Jamie. Welcome back. I'm doing well, having a good Monday, just hanging out here talking about lots of different stuff. London, uh, ice cream cake. People are guessing what cake I made. That's the poll question. How was your Monday, Jamie? Hope it was a good start to the week. Of course, I watched the Great British Bake Off program, Sir Johnny Bravo. I'm absolutely obsessed with that show. I haven't watched the newest, what do you call it, like collection or series or whatever, season, but I've watched like every single season of Bake Off going back. I don't know, the first few seasons are kind of like not super polished, rough and ready, as Paul Hollywood would say. But I mean, I've watched probably since like 2016 or 2017. I I love Prue Leith. She's just a gem. I love Paul Hollywood. I think what's his face Noel is so funny. I love his style. And oh, who's the comedian, the black British lady who's Noel's sidekick? She's so funny. But yes, everything about that show I love. For my birthday, I'm having dressing with smoked turkey wings, greens with smoked hammocks, mac and cheese, baked chicken, pot roast. Wow, you are going all out for your birthday. I love that, Andre. You should eat you should eat everything you want on your birthday. Doesn't make you eccentric, freshly wild that you love that show. Did they have accents in those southern states? Yes. In Savannah, they definitely had a noticeable. It wasn't like twangy. It was more like a drawl, like a deep drawl, and very like I loved the southern accent that I heard in Savannah specifically. It was very. I couldn't imitate it. I wouldn't do it justice. But yes, they that was something I noticed when I was in Savannah. I've never left the United States, but I've been to Vermont, Alabama, Georgia, New York, live in Pennsylvania currently, born in New Jersey. I mean, the thing is the US is a huge place. So, I think traveling within the US still counts. I can't wait to go to the Edmonton Mall. Ooh, I don't know anything about Edmonton, Cora, but hopefully one day I will go and I will know what it's like. Okay, be right back. Says Freshly Wild. The electric eel is actually catfish. Oh, okay. Mateus Leonardo. Hi, greetings from Brazil. Can you react to some Brazilian song? I would love it. Probably not here on my live, but welcome from Brazil. That's so cool. Hope you're having a good day. I'm guessing you're similar in time to me because Brazil is like roughly, I don't know, same time zone as central United States. Savannah is so beautiful. Got to see Tennessee. Yes, I've been to Tennessee. I forgot Tennessee. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida in one trip. Nice. Hi, Fractured Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Jamie, good stuff. Glad you had a great start to the week. Yeah, my Monday's been good. Nothing special. Here we are, and we are grateful. Yes, always something to be grateful for. Love that mentality. D Ward, I'm from West Tennessee, about 40 minutes from Memphis. Okay, I've never been to Memphis, but I have been to Nashville. My sister is like a huge music girly, like majored in no, she had a minor in music, but she still plays piano, and I think she was what did she play? She played the flute in college. So as like the music lover of the family, and I love music too, but I would say not as much as her. We made a trip down there so that we went to the Grand Ole Opry, and that was really, really fun. Would you want to enter the Great British Bake Off program? I would. And I think that they have like a Great American Bake Off or something. I feel like they've made a US equivalent. I would definitely enter, but to be fully honest with you, Sir Johnny of Bravo, I feel like I have okay, like I think I'm like a decent cook and a decent baker, but like the level of talent on these shows, it's like professional level. These people are so, so, so good. Where I feel like I would need to really like practice and practice before auditioning for the show. Okay, scrolling. Fractured Gamer, what up? Got new jokes for us. I always have new jokes. Do you know what a pig's favorite karate move is pork chop. Amazing. You are too sweet to go to Memphis. Ooh, tell me more, Dee. I need to know about Memphis. What's going on in Memphis? All right, I'm gonna see what's going on in the poll. I'm gonna close it in about 15 minutes. Chocolate is winning with 38%. Pumpkin spice is second with 29. Lemon poppy seed 15%, 14%, and coffee cake 18%. Love to see it. Yeah, I gotta hear more about Memphis. Like, what's going on in Memphis? Overall, though, I like really liked the South. It just was it was so pretty. We went at a great time of year. This was a road trip that I did with my family after I graduated from college, and we're like, let's just do a road trip, like kind of like down the East Coast and go kind of south, because that was a region of the country we'd never really been to. And I think we started in Myrtle Beach, and then we went to Savannah after that, and then maybe Nashville. I don't know. And then we like came back through the Midwest, and I was so charmed. I was really sad to leave Savannah. I would go back there in a heartbeat. It's so beautiful. Okay, what's the plan for Halloween bake? If you're asking what I'm gonna bake for Halloween, I don't yet know. I'll do something for Halloween though. I'm thinking of going live on Halloween. I think it'd be fun. Or maybe the day before. I voted lemon poppy seed. That seems more your vibe over chocolate. I love every single one of those cakes I put in the poll, and I do love lemon poppy seed cake and lemon poppy seed muffins. If Mississippi were in New Jersey, what would Delaware, I don't know, Alaska. That's good. That is good. Back to the Future. Excellent. Oh, what? I didn't know that, Ernest. That's crazy. South into Canada. Yes, by TheoBot. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow because this is my brother's YouTube account, but I use it and use a channel. No worries, TheoBot. I mean, you do you. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, to be honest, though, because I'm meeting a friend just to catch up. So, yeah, it might be a little bit too late for me to make it work tomorrow, but we'll see. TBD. This week is a bit busy in terms of my weeknights. I have a couple of meetups planned with friends, so yeah, not quite sure. I wish I could have cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Me too. I wish excuse me. I wish that cake was the equivalent of eating like raw celery, or what's like another super healthy food, like kale. Like just, you know, like it was the best thing for you. If only. I missed some comments. Do you know how Darth Vader prefers his chocolate on the dark side? Me too. I love dark chocolate. That's a good one, Fractured Gamer. What did Austin Powers say to Ben Kenobi? Obi have? I don't... Ben Kenobi. I must be missing something. Most is the most. Oh, jeez. But most people are kind of everywhere. Memphis has very good food. They would be able to tell you we're... Oh. I see. Okay. Yeah, my talking would give me away in Memphis. I would still I feel like my strategy if I were to go to Memphis would just be like, be cautious, like, I don't know, just like use common sense, don't travel alone, don't walk around at night, just kind of the basics for safety. What I know about Memphis is you don't want to walk alone outside at night. I didn't realize that Memphis had like any kind of bad reputation. Very new to me. Wow, this is a really intense show. Whew. Whoa. Wow, this show is grisly. Yeah, if you guys don't like grisly stuff, I would say try to not watch Teacup, because this is gnarly. Whew. Okay. States I've been to: California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Wow. That's like most of the US. I think they would love you in Memphis. Love me or see me as an easy target. Oh gosh. So Fractured Gamer, oh yeah, Teacup. It's like, yeah, it's basically this TV horror series. It's streaming on Peacock. I don't know if it's elsewhere, but it's set on a rural farm in Georgia, and there's these eerie events, and oh, yeah. Some poor old lady met her demise in the woods, and it was not pretty at all. She was kind of turned into like a smoothie. Yeah, that is a lot of states, Brandon. Get in the van. Yeah, oh my gosh, B. Don't get in the van. MasterChef or GBBO? That's such a tough question, because MasterChef, I think Gordon is on that show, right? I've heard so much about that show from my sister, because she's watched MasterChef. I've only seen maybe like an episode or two, and I think that's one with Gordon. But Gordon Ramsay is probably my all-time favorite celebrity. I love him so much. So I don't know. I think I'd have to go with GBBO though, because I've watched that. Actually, I've watched like seasons repeatedly on Bake Off. So I will go with GBBO. It's probably my cue though to watch MasterChef, because my sister swears by that show. Memphis would really like you. They would say that you are innocent and sweet. Hopefully that would mean that they wouldn't target me though. Like, they'd be like, yeah, she's nice. We're not gonna bother her. I thought about watching it. Yes, I love to travel, so you would recommend it. Fractured Gamer, are you saying? Oh, I see. Teacup. I feel like it's got the spooky vibe. I've kind of been half watching, half not. I've got the subtitles on, so I can kind of look up and just read what they're saying, because I have the volume turned down. But, yeah. I don't know. Jury's out. I think I would need to watch a bit more to know. Okay. So would you recommend it? Okay, yeah. TBD, but I would say at least just maybe watch the first episode, because I just finished the first one now. MasterChef JR. Sabes hacer Mexican food. Yes, I have made, I've made like tacos on my, channel, Domingo. Potato. Hey, Hannah, good night. How are you on this fine night? I'm doing well, Brian. Just watching some scary TV. It's a new TV series called Teacup. It's a horror series, and it's pretty grisly from what I saw in the first episode. I had a pretty chill day at work though today, and beautiful weather now. We're like in the thick of fall. All the fall colors, like red, orange, yellow, some like greeny, and then into like the autumn brown. Just stunning colors. So I was enjoying that today. Having a good Monday so far. Almost the end of Monday. How about your Monday, Brian? What's the deal with Twinkies? Tried them and was underwhelming. I guess I just really loved Twinkies as a kid. I thought the cake part was so tasty. I loved the golden color of Twinkies, and I loved the filling too. I mean, all of it is so bad for you. I don't think there's a single redeeming thing about Twinkies. I also think they have a shelf life of forever. Like, if there ever was like a zombie apocalypse, I feel like Twinkies are one of those things you could just, that and like Skippy peanut butter and maybe trail mix and I don't know, beef jerky. Those are the things that come to mind where they can last so long. But yeah, I don't know. Twinkies, I grew up eating them and I loved them, but I guess if you hear a lot of hype and then you eat them as an adult, it might be kind of like, ooh, this is a lot of chemicals. This is super like manufactured and whatever. Yeah, I can see how Twinkies would be underwhelming. So I think I'll give it a chance and I'll let you know. Yeah, definitely give it a chance. Just, yeah, see what it's like for you. I am more thriller horror kind of person, not a gory horror type of person. Jump scares are mostly predictable and not all that scary to me anymore. Ugh, jump scares still, I swear, I'm probably not doing my heart any favors because they still can scare me. So I, though, am the same way with gory horror. It really, like, it's just at a certain point I'm like, this is just like gross. Especially if I'm like snacking on something like eating popcorn or eating dinner and like just eating off my plate. And I'm just like, that just killed my appetite. Like I don't really want to eat anymore watching that kind of stuff. Saludos desde California. Hello. Hope everything is going well out in California. Adan Carrera. Don't know for a fact, but I bet the first potato ever eaten wasn't done so willingly. Maybe. I wonder if I could see someone just kind of crunching into it, not knowing that you need to like cook it. How was your fall drive with your sister on Saturday? Thank you for remembering. It was really, really beautiful. We had a great time. Drove around and saw spectacular colors. So, yeah. Thank you for asking. It really was just such a great autumn day. So nice to hear that was watching Shameless, a TV series. So good. I am great. Good. I have heard of Shameless. I've never watched it. But I think, what's his name? Is it William H. Macy? There's a guy I remember seeing in the ad for it, and I was like, ooh, I like him and stuff. Maybe I'll go see it. Lobster used to be fed to prisoners, and the prisoners hated them and lobbied to have it removed. Now they're an expensive delicacy. Love that fact. I've had lobster once, and OMG, wish I could afford it every meal. Boy, I think I've had lobster, but not like a whole lobster. In my life, I feel like it would have been more like pieces of lobster in a pasta or something. Okay, William H. Macy isn't Shameless. Yes, I've heard great things about William H. Macy. Adan, I do speak some Spanish, just a tiny bit. I can read it okay, but I'm not good with spoken Spanish off the cuff. All right, I'm going to close the poll in 1 minute, so if you haven't voted, try to guess what cake I made tonight. It's for my 1K subscriber special, so vote. What you eat today? I had some breakfast cereal when I woke up. I had coffee. I had some spicy red lentils that I made for myself. It's an Ethiopian recipe, or an Ethiopian dish, Mr. Wat. I had some quinoa. I had a salad. I'm missing some stuff. A baked potato and some tofu, like curry scrambled tofu. Greg Clive. Shameless is a great show. Also, hi, Greg. I used to have lobster almost every day. Goodness. Living large, Greg. That's impressive. Sir Johnny Bravo, best pastries, desserts I've had so far was in Vienna. Yes, I've been to Vienna. I love it there. And their pastries are quite beautiful. All I know is C, which is yes. I prefer Alaskan king crab over lobster, but I'm a bit partial to food from home. Greg Clive, I'm from New Zealand. I grew up in a small tribal village and we would eat mostly seafood. Wow. Very cool. Sounds super natural. I had a pepperoni frozen pizza I cooked. I didn't eat it frozen, LOL. Nice. Good old frozen pizzas. They saved the day. Thank you, Brian. Welcome back, Freshly Wild. Okay, Freshly Wild, thank you for the reminder. I am gonna close this poll. Just seeing what people said. Okay, end poll. This is great. I thought this might be a little too easy to guess. So people said 37% chocolate, 30% pumpkin spice, 18% coffee cake, and lemon poppy seed was last, 13%. It was pumpkin spice because it's October. I haven't had a pumpkin spice latte yet this season, this autumn. And I was thinking about, because I crossed 1K subscribers a couple weeks ago, I was thinking about what I could do for a 1K subscriber special that would be like seasonal, like fitting for this time of year. So I was like, I'm gonna do a pumpkin spice cake. And now my home smells like pumpkin spice. It's so nice. So good. Pumpkin spice, everybody. That is the cake I made. That's my diet, a frozen pizza a day and Mountain Dew. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still alive. I haven't had Mountain Dew in, oh my, over a decade, easily. But I would drink it as a kid. I thought the colors were really fun. CHO, pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. Easy guess, I knew it. Okay. Ernest, 4 in a row. Nice. Hi, Egg. Welcome, Egg. Brandon, you guessed right as well. CH, I should have got that. Oh, okay. What did you guess? CH? Sounds like you didn't guess right. Handsome, oh boy, NYC, I picked pumpkin. Did you use any egg? No. So this cake that I'm making is both vegan and gluten-free. So I didn't use any egg and I didn't use any dairy. Like I used almond milk instead of dairy milk. Bakery and coffee smell is the best smell. I agree. Fracture Gamer, I was going to guess pumpkin spice, but the lemon poppy jumped out at me. I was hoping that option would lead some people astray because I feel like, yeah, I mean, I love lemon poppy seed and I could eat it forever so easily. So I'm happy that it confused a few of you. Hi Cassidy, welcome back. Yay, love having you here. I love fall so much. Popcorn and cider. Sorry, I'm just turning down my, gosh, my TV is so loud. It's great to have you back here, Cassidy. I do love popcorn and cider. I recently went to a happy hour with coworkers and I had an alcoholic apple cider and it was so good. I mean, it tastes like apple juice, but it does have alcohol in it. It's so easy to drink. Every day is like Christmas by you, just amazing food you making. Yeah, that's like one of the best parts of baking and cooking is I feel like just the different smells you have in your home. I personally love them, whether it's like a curry dish or it's garlic and onions or there's like spice, like heat and spice, or you're baking something like chocolate or pumpkin spice or lemon. I love the different aromas you get in your home from being in the kitchen and making food. My mom used to make 17 to 27 pumpkin pies. What? That's crazy. It took years for her to start to make all the holiday desserts. I mean, that's wild. 17 to 27. Would she sell any of those, Ernest? Like, were they for like potlucks and parties and things like that? What was the first person to drink cow's milk thinking? Right? I know. Someone had to be the first one to just be like, we should try to drink this. If a calf can do it, why can't I? Greg Clive. Yes, agreed. Thank you for your service, Ernest. If I pick one more right answer, you owe me a date. Sounds like you're in NYC though, based on your username, Hoboy, handsome Hoboy NYC. Do you like chili chocolate? Yes, I do like chili chocolate. Sir Johnny O Bravo. Yes, I haven't had it in ages, but I do love the combination of spice with chocolate. I love a lot of different chocolate, It's like chocolate and blank, and it's like fill in the blank with what you want. I love chocolate with any kind of fruit. Orange, raspberry, strawberry. I may have even had, yeah, I have had it with blueberries. Um, and then peanut butter, chocolate and coffee. Oh, it's just, I feel like it pairs so well with all kinds of stuff. I can fly you out. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You should open a bakery one day or a vegan restaurant. That is so you. And do your YouTube as well. Yes, that would be really fun. Although I have listened to quite a few like entrepreneurs, business people on social media and on podcasts, and they say consistently that one of the hardest sectors to make it in as a business owner is food. Like the rate of failure and closure with restaurants and any kind of like eating establishment is so high. And I don't know why. I mean, I think some of the reasons they give are like staff turnover, the very, very high level of keeping things clean, like health code requirements. If someone like gets sick from your food or has like a fatal reaction, allergic reaction, it's like there's, and you need inventory, you need like ovens and mixers and cutlery, and it's just like, it's a very intense type of business to have. But I still think it would be really fun to have a bakery or a cafe because I love the vibe. I love the whole vibe whenever I go into one. I've never heard of chili chocolate, says Brandon. Do they call it a calf because it's like half of a cow? Oh, cute. I hope that's why. Half of a cow, so it's a calf. Do you have any special drinks for Christmas? Eggnog, mixed drinks. Ooh, I love this question. I love hot chocolate. I love vegan hot chocolate, and then marshmallows that don't have gelatin, because gelatin is made from hoof, but there are ways to have just like a vegan alternative. So I love hot chocolate with marshmallows around Christmas time. I love mulled wine. It's called Glühwein in German, which means like glow wine because it like brightens you up. So I love like mulled wine with spices like cloves and cinnamon and orange. Apple cider too. I drink that around Christmas. I've never liked eggnog, and obviously it's not vegan because it's got egg in it. And then there's a few like alcoholic beverages. Like my uncle has made, I wish I could remember. It's so rich. It's so good. And I cannot remember the name of it. So yeah, a mix. But I do love like special holiday drinks. She made them for the family. The reason for so many was the size of pumpkin we got. Okay, she didn't sell the pumpkin pies. Wow. She sounds incredible, Ernest. I recently got addicted to salted pretzel chocolate bar. Yeah, that combo right there is dangerous. I've had it and I love it. Salted chocolate pretzels. Yes, those are very dangerous. So true. It's really a lot. Did not know that. I know you would do well here in DC area. The culture has shifted that way here. I did live in DC for a year back in 2017 and 2018. And I mean, I don't know what it's like now because COVID changed so much about like the work life and where people work, just the whole vibe, and commuting too. And I didn't really like the vibe of DC. It felt like hustle, 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 go, go, go. Happy hour till this time, and then we're going here. It was like, oh, I just wanted like a break from the constant like go, 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 go cycle. And that's the vibe that I love about, I feel like the Midwest is kind of like slower. Like Chicago is that way. Chicago is much bigger than Minneapolis, but I feel like even Minneapolis and St. Paul, it's just a bit more like, you work hard and you can have like a very serious job and maybe work a lot of hours, but I feel like it's not just like this all-consuming crucible of work. I've tried eggnog, couldn't do it. The same way, the color and the name of it alone, nope, can't do it. Thank you for your service. My dad passed away in 2017, but he was in the Coast Guard. Oh my goodness, wow. I like the granola bars with chocolate and eggnog. What? Granola bars with chocolate and eggnog. That is news to me. Hi, Unforgettable. Education researcher. Welcome. Do you know why Santa is so good at karate? He has a black belt. That seems like such an easy guess, but I wouldn't have guessed it. At one point, everything was salted caramel, right? Like lattes and desserts and pies and cakes. Um, Education researcher, I'm so depressed. I'm sorry. I even love the mixed fruit drinks for the holidays. Me too. Yes. Thank you and thanks for service. I lived in DC. Also, hi Cheyenne. I lived in DC for a long time. I couldn't wait to get out. I'm still in MD, but I'm in Southern MD, Calvert now, and the difference is night and day. Yeah, actually, when I was working in DC, but I actually lived outside of DC in Hyattsville, Maryland. And I mean, that was like the most cost-effective option for me because I was just starting out right out of college, and DC was then and is still like a very expensive place to live. So I was like, I'm not going to be living in the very middle of DC because that is some crazy rent. But yeah, I would commute into DC from Maryland, and yeah, the thing is I had still so many of my friends live out there. I mean there's like at least 5 or 6 very close friends of mine who live out there and work out there, and it was not my place. I felt it from the very beginning. I was like, let's just try DC, see what it's like. All my friends are going there, so if all else fails, if I don't really like my job, if I whatever, at least I have like all my friends who kind of landed there. And so I did have a really, really great time there with my friends and doing different things. But like whenever I would go home and I would just kind of be like chilling at home, I was just like, this isn't my place. Like, I just, I'm not, it didn't feel like the place I would be long term. So yeah, I'm glad I experienced it though. I'm so glad I'm not in America. I'm too much of a smartass. Oh no. I mean, there's some pretty like sassy, snarky, um, short, cheeky people here in the US too. And they're still walking and talking. So I think you might be okay, Greg. Depends on where you are. Definitely no, I don't answer those questions, Osama bin Laden, because I don't talk about politics on my lives. So my rules are I don't talk about politics, I don't talk about religious views. So people have asked, like, am I Jewish, am I Christian, or whatever. And it's like, I can answer those questions, or like what my family does around Christmas, because we do celebrate Christmas, but I don't talk about like religious views. I'm not trying to like have a religious view discussion here. I don't talk about like identifying information, so I don't name my employer. I don't talk about I don't list like my full name or the full names of my family. And then there's another one too, and I always forget one of the 4 rules. But yeah, I just try to keep it pretty chill. Oh, I don't talk about romantic relationships. My romantic relationships. That's okay, Osama bin Laden. No, don't worry. They're not posted, and so I feel like it's easy. I've been asked plenty of times before political questions, so don't feel bad. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up here. I think I missed some. I missed a few. Okay. Fractured Gamer, reading your joke. Do you know where roses sleep at night? In their flower beds. Aw, that's sweet. What would you call your bakery? Oh man, that is the $1 million question. It's got to be good, right? Because I would want people to know that the bakery would have vegan and gluten-free options. I think it'd be cool to have like an all vegan bakery, but I also think it's like you could also turn people away if it's entirely vegan. So I don't know. I would have to spend some time thinking about the name of the bakery. Yeah, I can't come up with anything good like on the spot here. But good question. I used to live in southern Maryland, but not that far south. I now live right between Baltimore and DC. That seems like a nice area to live, honestly. You've got 2 options for cities. I had to go through the sketchy areas for work, and my hours had me going through at some sketchy times. Oh no. Yeah, for me, when I was living in DC and working there, my hours were super, super long. I never felt too unsafe making the commute home, but it was a very long commute when I think about my commute now, which is so short. Um, but yeah, just it was like on Google Maps when I was planning to move there and planning my whole life in DC. I was like, oh, Google Maps says it's only like 40 minutes. That's not terrible. But it's like throw in all the commuters, all the train delays and construction, and it was like easily an hour, like each way. And then also, too, I worked such long hours at my office where it's like we would get done at like 7:30, 8 p.m. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's now going to take me an hour to get home and it's already so late. So, ooh, yeah. I look back and I'm like, I'm proud that I made it through all that as like a young, freshly out of college employee, but never again. I'm so glad I'm not in America. I'm too much of a smartass. Do you like party mix food for Christmas? Yes, I do. I love any kind of like fun platter with like, even if it's not all vegan or vegetarian. I love like crackers, cheeses, cashews, almonds, cookies, pretzels, dips, all of that kind of stuff. All right, we got another joke. Did you hear why the baker became a thief? He needed the dough. Ooh, I like that one. I'm filing that one away for like easy, quick jokes on the spot. Okay. I subscribed. Thank you, Sama. Do you to talk about chocolate then? Um, I don't know what that's in response to, Brian. Was it about my live stream rules? It's just better not. Oh, okay. I'm catching up here. Yeah, exactly, Cassidy. Yeah. I just it's like I'm happy to answer people's questions like, "Oh, do you celebrate Christmas?" It's like, "Yes, I do." But like I won't be this is not I don't intend this to be like a space where we're like debating or going back and forth about religious views. It's just let's just keep it simple and light and you know, fun. I live in Australia at the moment, lol, so dark humor in general. Yes. I have very dark humor as well, Greg. I appreciate it. So you're not alone. Very dark humor indeed. Um, Thank you, Brandon, for putting the rules in here. Love it. As the crow flies, could call your bakery Hot Buns, lol. Hannah's Healthy Delights are just the best bakery around. Yeah, Fluffy Buns Bakery. Hannah's Healthy Spot. I love all these ideas. These are great. Have to get up at 6 in the morning. Whoo! To go to work. I like to get up when I get ready, but I have to do the people work. Wow. Oh my gosh. 6 in the morning. If you feel comfortable sharing, what is your job or what do you do for work, Brian? That is an early wake up. I have a friend who's a teacher and she has to get up, I think at 6 because all the teachers have to be in the school for like staff, basically all staff have to report and be in the school well before all the students start showing up. And so she's like, yeah, I just got to get up super early to make it to school way before the kids are getting there at like, I don't even know what time they get there anymore. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have to get up that early because I struggle so hard in the mornings. Oh my gosh. My sense of humor is a reflection of who I am around. I can be lighthearted or super dark. I get along with almost anyone if I talk to them. Nice. Thank you, Fractured Gamer. I feel like you would love Seattle and the Pacific Northwest so much. Yes, I have not been to the Pacific Northwest. I've never stepped foot in Washington State, and I've never gone to Oregon either. I've only been to California out west. So, yes, I need to go. My uncle, who I'm super, super close with, he spent several years out in Seattle and loved it. I mean, this was back in I think it was like the 80s, like really like, I think it was before a lot of the development was starting, and he speaks so fondly of his time in Seattle. And I feel like everything about it would be like really, really nice. Probably plenty of vegan options, super healthy people out there. I picture like very health conscious, active, outdoorsy people who love coffee and love nature. That's like if I'm like gonna stereotype kind of the person who lives out in those areas, those are the descriptors. 6 a.m. What a sleep in LOL. I start work at 4 a.m. What? Greg, what are you doing for work? And why are you working 12 hours? Goodness gracious, that is crazy. You start at 4 a.m.? Oh, I'm a salesperson for a car company. It has have new cars coming tomorrow, so we have to reach early to get the cars set up for sale. Wow. Whew. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry for yawning. I worked 12 hours today. I work 12 hours tomorrow. Wow. Oh my gosh. 12 hours? What? That is like, oh my gosh. I am fried after like 8 hours. And then tack on another 4. That's just unreal. Fort Lewis, Washington was my favorite duty station. I loved Seattle because the underground music scene. I believe it. Do you know what Rain's favorite accessory is? A rainbow. Thank you, Fractured Gamer. Love it. Brian Moses, you are so amazing and funny. Love it. Greg Clive, you're a welder. Whoa, you weld up aluminum and steel canopies for vehicles. Wow. I mean, those are still like such long hours. Wow. And then you get home. Oh my gosh. And you have 3 daughters. Wow. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Runny nose. Ricardo Cadena. Can you say hi to my pit bull? His name is Max. Hi, Max the pit bull. I don't know if you can hear me, but hi, Max. Oh gosh. What kind of nails do carpenters not like to hit? Fingernails. Absolutely. Don't nail your nail. My longest day were 24-hour duty and then the 18-hour days while in Iraq. Wow. I follow this one resident physician. So I don't know how it is in the UK or New Zealand or outside the US, but here in the United States, when you finish medical school, which takes 4 years, then you're basically like I don't know if an intern is the right. You're basically just kind of like a trainee doctor. Like you're not a full-fledged doctor. Like you're called a resident, and residents work notoriously long hours. And this one YouTuber that I follow, her name is Rachel Southard, and she vlogs all of it. She's been vlogging since before medical school. And often her vlogs now are like 24 hours as a, emergency room doc, or because she has to rotate between different units. And you can tell she's like fighting sleep at like 4 a.m. when some patient is coming in, and she doesn't film any like patient info, but she's just kind of updating you throughout her shifts. And watching those, I'm like, oh my god, this girl. Whew. 24 hours. That is brutal to be working that many hours in a row. It is Cadena. Summertime in Seattle is so beautiful. You would love springtime also with all the cherry blossoms. Yes. Absolutely. I loved the cherry blossoms out in DC, so I know I would love them out on the West Coast. RN registered nurse. Ricardo, hi, you're so beautiful, but do you know Spanish? I know a tiny bit of Spanish. I took Spanish for 2 years in high school and 1 year in college. So, like, I have, like, a basic understanding. I could have, like, a basic verbal conversation. Are air fryers good for baking? I don't know. I actually don't own one. I've never had an air fryer. I don't even know what they look like. I've heard of them, and people really I think people like air fryers as an alternative to the super high fat, like deep fryers. But I'll have to see. I don't know. Ricardo, hola. Hola, hola. Do you know why cheetahs don't like to play hide and seek? Because they're always spotted. I knew it was going to be something with spots. I like using airless fryers. Air fryer is just an oven. Oh. I thought it was like a separate appliance. You guys are teaching me so much. I'm sorry for yawning. I don't know if it's like all the lights and just the fact that it's late, but what time is it anyways? 10:48 p.m. Woo, you can tell when I yawn, my eyes get watery. Oh my gosh. In my country, 8 hours we do work and anything more is overtime. Okay. That's good that you get overtime pay. It's a separate appliance. An air fryer is a heating element and a fan. How many people do you have to get gifts for this Christmas? Mom, Dad, Rachie, and then there's like, kind of like the other floaters. I would say like eight people. Okay. Do the same thing. Hey, you talked to my man last week. I can't say your username, but I don't know how to respond to that. What am I drinking? I am just drinking some water. I remember I was drinking water on a stream once and someone was like, oh my gosh, look at all her vodka. And I was like, come on, you guys. No. Hey, Bookworm. Hi, Logan. I remember you. If I had to buy for my whole family, it would be like 50. I know. Yeah, it's like, I feel like kind of like the inner circle of like family. I would buy like multiple presents for them, but then it's kind of like the farther out you go and like I would say like the less frequently I see you. That's kind of like either I'm going to get you like one present or in some cases it's like I'm not going to get you a present just because, we don't really see each other at all. Floaters, lol. Cassidy, do you do most of your shopping in store or Amazon? I do shop on Black Friday. It's so fun. I love Black Friday. Not so much for like, I'm not much of a shopper to be quite honest. I'm very much a minimalist. I love the stuff I have and I don't like clutter. So, and I'm a saver. I feel like I try to like save and be really good with my finances. So for all those reasons, I don't really shop that much. So, I would say for Black Friday though, I just love like getting up at an early-ish time and just kind of driving around and like seeing all the people. The must stop place on Black Friday though is Home Depot. For those of you, I don't know if it's in other countries, I would guess not, but here in the US, if you go to Home Depot on Black Friday, you can get these beautiful poinsettia plants that I think normally go for like 10 or 15 and they have them marked down to like $2 or $3. Like it's ridiculously discounted on Black Friday and those things just get cleaned out by everyone who's getting like stuff for the holidays and decorations. So that's like the one place I always go to on Black Friday. I missed some comments. Let me catch up. I do most of my shopping online too, Cassidy. I order from Target and Amazon. I'm from a huge family. I don't really have a big family. I would say mine is like a medium-sized family. Puerto Rico. Hi, Jorge. Welcome. Instagram update. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to start my Instagram when I have a better camera, and I've actually been postponing my iPhone 16 purchase. I was originally going to get it for my birthday, which was last month. But like my current phone works so well. It's an older phone. It's an Android, but I love my phone and it literally is there's nothing wrong with it other than it's old. So I've kind of stretched a little bit like my time with my Android and I'm thinking of doing the Black Friday sales hopefully for the iPhone 16 and then I think maybe Instagram like next month or I don't know around the holidays. I just haven't felt like posting pictures and stuff. Sorry to keep you guys like waiting on the Instagram launch. It's silly. It's not even that hard. But I would guess sometime in the next month I'll launch my Instagram. It hasn't been top of mind. I buy for my wife and kids. I haven't seen my family in 25 years. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you get to see them soon. 25 years is a really long time. Oh, thank you, Fractured Gamer, for doing a quick Google Translate for me. You look like the more responsible one in the family. Thanks. I try to be. Ricardo Cadena, can I tell you something? Yes, go ahead. Hi, Jalen. Welcome back. Jalen, if you're just getting here, you missed the poll. The question was, guess the kind of cake that I baked tonight, because I'm baking for my 1K subscriber special. And the options of cake were chocolate cake, coffee cake, pumpkin spice, and lemon poppy seed. I thought you were going to say Mall of America is your Black Friday must. I have gone there. Actually, I don't know if I've ever gone to Mall of America. The thing is, it's crazy. And I try to avoid the super, super crazy, like, mall areas on Black Friday. Let's see. I have 7 nieces and nephews. I can easily drop $100 at Christmas for them. 7 kids at least. Yep, totally. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love them. Let's see. I'm gonna go with chocolate. Okay, so it wasn't chocolate. It was actually pumpkin spice. Fractured Gamer. I have way too many nieces and great nieces and a few nephews, so no one gets anything. LOL. The thing is, it's tricky. Because, like, if you're going to buy for one and then word gets out, then it's like, oh, so-and-so got them a present, but not me. So in some cases, it's like all or nothing. I feel like you either have to go and get presents for everyone so no one has their feelings hurt, or it's just like, sorry, guys, no presents. I'm the youngest of 10. I also have 19 aunts and uncles from my mom's side, 20 nieces and nephews, and 2 great nieces. Wow. I do not have that many relatives. Goodness. You ever eat a deep dish pizza already? I have had deep dish pizza. I can't remember the last time, though. It's been a while. It's been a second. Thank you, GP. How does a ginger respond to a birthday invitation? No idea, it's never happened before. Are you a ginger, Greg? My mom is actually a ginger. So, I have a ginger in my life. Like, kids, I want only daughters if I have to get kids, but I need the son to run the business one day. Going to open my business one day. Okay, cool. We've got someone who thinks this isn't water. Silly little guy, Hannah, I see you like tequila. Does that mean you'll give me a shot? Nice, clever. I see what you did there. This also, sorry, I feel like my chapstick has actually gotten onto the glass, so it's a little foggy, but this is not alcohol. I've had people comment now that it's tequila and vodka, but I mean, I think this amount of those alcohols would be like pretty concerning if I was doing this on camera. So this is not tequila, but I appreciate the comment, silly little guy. This is water. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Okay, comments. No, I'm not, but I know so many ginger jokes. Why? Okay, why do you guys, this is a good topic of conversation, because I feel like my mom is redheaded. I mean, I think growing up with like a redheaded mom, I was like, yeah, it's normal. Like, it's cool. It's pretty. It's unique. Um, and I do like, I have some, when I wear my hair out in the sun in the summer, you can kind of see streaks of red. So there's a little bit that I got from my mom, but it's harder to see because my hair is so dark. Um, why do people dump on ginger so much? I've always thought it was like so beautiful and so attractive and so unique. I find like red hair, maybe it's just because I grew up with like a ginger mom, but I love the look, and it's also it's so unique. I feel like it makes you so memorable because it's not so common. So yeah, like I heard the comment from someone that it's like, oh, like, like the devil's color or like something like that. It's just, I feel like there's like this ridiculous amount of like uh ribbing on or just like, teasing people with ginger hair. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I can see the red highlights in your hair when you lean back. Yeah, it's like I should wear my hair down. Like it's harder to see, yeah. But like once it's been out in the sun, I think with light you can see it. 7 nieces and nephews also. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot of people, Cassidy, to think about potentially buying like Christmas presents for. Actually, I once worked at a Domino's Pizza, and on a Monday night at that. Let me get them digits. You missed the part of the chat or this live where I was going through my rules for the chat, which is no politics, no religious views, no personal information. Like, I don't give out my phone number, I don't talk about my employer name, and other stuff like that, like my address, whatever. And then I don't talk about my romantic relationships on my lives. So those are the 4 things I stay away from. I haven't seen many gingers. I met an Asian once, just once. Really? Goodness. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. You like potatoes, so lends to the fact that you may like vodka. I do like vodka, yes. I will happily drink vodka, but like never this much and never on a live stream. Good lord. No. Not a fan of hair buns. To each their own. It's not a style that everyone likes. Greg Clives, guys, no. I actually have 2 bottles of vodka from Russia when I went to St. Petersburg. I would love to go to Russia. I've never been, but it's on my bucket list. It's the weirdest thing ever. Red hair is so beautiful, right? Okay, thank you for being like in the same mindset as me. I mean, not that everyone here has to be, but it's nice to hear that someone else appreciates red hair. It's so beautiful, and there's so many different, like, I can think of my different redheaded friends and coworkers, and I feel like each of them has a different shade of red. Like, I think you can go from like Ronald McDonald, like red, 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 like kind of a deep crimson red, all the way to like super orange, kind of like Ed Sheeran orange, or I'm trying to think, like Ron Weasley from Harry Potter was more like orange than like a deep red. And my mom was definitely on like the Ronald McDonald side of life. But it's just, I love it. Yeah, I'll always be like very, very happy to see ginger hair because it reminds me of my mom. Are you good at math? Me neither. Silly little guy, you're reminding me of another user who I haven't seen in a while, but his name is Jesse, and he definitely is a bit of a flirt with his comments. So you're cracking me up just like he does. My ex-wife was a ginger. TBH, most ginger I see have freckles though. Yeah, my mom is covered head to toe in freckles, just all over. Freckles, freckles, freckles. Drapes and carpet. Can I mod pin the rules? Oh, can I mod pin the rules? Okay, I'll pin Fractured Gamer's comment. So hopefully you're seeing the rules. Thank you, Brian. I love a good screwdriver. Yes, me too. Ginger nut cookies. My mom is a ginger, but she bleaches her hair. Okay. And I'm going to head out. Okay. Oh, awesome. Thank you for watching the Apple video. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for joining, Brandon. And I don't know when I'll be live again, so if it's not before your birthday, I hope you have a great birthday this week. Used to Yeah, okay, yep, the redhead. One of my closest friends from college, she's a redhead, and for Halloween, because we roomed together like 3 of the 4 years, and she just had like the most amazing, just statement red hair, and she knew it too. I mean, it was just like long and beautiful, and it's so easy to pinpoint her. And she went as the X-Files lady one time for Halloween in college. She just wore like I think like a blazer with like the name badge and then just wore her hair however that character wears her hair. Mm-hmm. Okay, so majority of the gingers I know were crazy. Oh, funny. Thank you, Jeff Ross, being so nice to me. Yeah, good night, Brandon. I'm from a very small tribal village in New Zealand. We don't get too many gingers around. The Asian was lost and asked for directions. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I hope you were able to give that guy, or that Asian individual some help. Ever dye your hair before? I haven't, no. I definitely like I draw the line at like damage because I would never want to do anything to my hair that would cause it damage because it's already very, very dry and I do my best to like I have like barber scissors in my home, so whenever I see like a little dead end, I'll just give it like a tiny little trim. I feel like I picked up this habit during COVID just because everyone was like staying away from the barber and doing everything at home. But I don't like, I've never bleached my hair, I've never relaxed my hair, I've never straightened my hair. So I would be open to dyeing my hair, but I would want to be super, super, super careful about the chemicals because it's like, you're putting them also on your head, which is where your brain is. So it's like I would want there to be, I mean, I would do henna because that's like a natural dye. Um, I just would want to be super careful, but I'm not opposed to hair dye. I think hair dye would be really cool. Ooh, okay. I'm missing some comments, so give me a second. Are you a vape because I never use you? I've never heard that one before, silly little guy, so I appreciate it. My ex-wife was crazy, so I'll agree with the assessment. Um, Naya. Hi, Naya. Welcome. Good to have you here. Yeah, we sent him to the river and told him to follow it. You have that good her, Hannah. Thank you. Hi, Divi. Keeps jumping. Divyanshi Vlogs. Hello, hello. All natural, just like you. Thank you. Yeah, I try to like. I feel like just as a person, like I've never gravitated toward like the glam side of like beauty. It's always been like, how can I kind of just like preserve my own look? But it's not, I mean, that's not to knock on beauty and makeup and all that stuff. I think it's really cool. And I would actually like to learn how to do like more full makeup for like special occasions. Like if I'm going to a party, going to a wedding, going to any kind of event where it's like more formal, business meetings, or photos are going to be taken, or like headshots are going to be taken. Those are the times where I'm like, oh God, I need to like actually learn this stuff. But that's what my sister is for because my lovely, beautiful sister, Rachel Gore, she has a channel on YouTube and she does curly hair routines and she does makeup stuff and skincare. So she's a great person to just have in my life because I'm like, oh my gosh, help me, Rach. I'm lost. It's 12 a.m. here. I've got to go. Oh, okay, bye. Back to the future. Thank you so much for moderating. Great to have you here. Cassidy Johnson, I always had darker hair and was so envious of blonde-haired girls. I always thought that blonde was so beautiful. I was the same way, Cassidy. I had so many blondies who were my friends growing up, and I was like, oh, their hair is so pretty. When my hair is nothing like theirs. You're welcome, Naya. Because I'm trying to steal you. Yeah, okay, Fractured Gamer. Maybe silly little guy is in fact a silly little guy, aka Plankton, causing mischief. Would have taken him about 4 hours to get somewhere 10 minutes away the other direction, but we had never seen an Asian. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Ernest. It's more just for like, I mean, I like my natural look, so it's not to do with like improving my appearance. It's more just for like formal occasions. I would love to have just a little oomph to go, like for example, like I remember saying this to my sister once, where it's like going to special occasions and you're wearing like a really nice dress and really nice earrings and really nice, you've done your hair and you have jewelry and you know, fancy shoes on. And I feel like to complete the look, I would love to have just a little more like zhuzh on my face, just to kind of, you can tell that like I feel like everything is elevated from head to toe, and so I feel like having a bit more of like a makeup routine would be great. Hannah, are you the sun? Because I could stare at you all day and it'd be worth the risk. Oh boy, this is great. I didn't have electricity till I left New Zealand at 12. Whoa. Okay. That is, I cannot relate to that at all. As someone who grew up with like computers, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation, um, TVs, like I cannot imagine growing up without electricity. Did you hear why the lawyer showed up to the court in his underwear? He forgot his lawsuit. Ah, good one. Ernest is saying you understand. Yeah, it's definitely like, I think I'm such a like practical and also like I really value my time, and so I would not have the patience to do like a more done up look every day. Like literally the reason why I style my hair up like this with just really minimal, I just put on some like skin cream or whatever in the morning, but it's like I just want to get up and start my day. I'd rather sleep longer than have to get up earlier and worry about my look, but it is for those rare occasions where for example, my best friend is getting married next summer, and for the wedding, it's just like I really want to I want to look like very very like crisp and just, you know, show up with my best look I can for her wedding, because there's going to be photos there. So that would be an occasion where it's like duty calls. I'm going to show up. Are you a casino? Because I'd spend every cent on you. Well, thank you, silly little guy. I really love a woman with natural beauty. Makeup is just added bonus on a woman's face. I feel that way too. I think my psychology, or my the way I've always looked at makeup is like it's fun. It's like it just elevates a look. But I always was cautious about, not that I never really wore a ton of makeup at any point in my life, but it just always, oh, it was like such a bummer when people who, like women who would wear tons and tons of makeup, they would come to school or they would come to class or whatever without any makeup on, and people were so shocked by their appearance because they're like, oh my god, are you sick? Oh my god, what happened to your face? Because like I think people had gotten so used to their look with tons and tons of makeup that it's so different from your natural face that people are like shocked by your natural face. And I was like, I never ever ever would want people to be shocked by my natural face because they're used to something else. And it would really bum me out if people would actually prefer a done up version of my face over my actual face. Like that to me would just be so sad. So I feel like I do love like makeup glam looks, but where it's like you can still tell the, like it still captures the essence of the person's like natural face. Oh boy, I missed some stuff. You know, you can tell the earth isn't flat. How you can tell the earth isn't, because if it was, the cats would have already knocked everything off of the edge. Ooh, ain't that true? Isn't it so fun to get all dressed up sometimes? I absolutely love a nice dress and heels sometimes. Me too, Cassidy. It's so fun. I can think about like going out for New Year's Eve parties, or college dances, or weddings, or just, it's like I can, so because I don't do it that often, it's just my day to day is like I dress like this, my hair is up, it's like I'm tidy and just I wear normal clothes. But man, I feel like I have such wonderful memories of those special occasions where it's like I'm gonna get done up. I'm gonna wear a special dress or a special outfit, special shoes, and it was like, it just, it added to that special outing. So it really is super fun. Um, are you April 1st? Because I'm a fool for you. Just keep them coming, little guy. Everyone was being introduced to the internet, like, wow. And here's dumb me going, wow, you have fans on the roof. Hi, John. Welcome back. Good to have you here. I'm glad you could make it for some of this. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed some space. I have heard that one. Nice. Why guys like no makeup look because we live in Sierra Scenery, there's natural beauty. We are saying we like you as you are, but makeup is still pretty. Yeah, honestly, I love both. I love both. I can think of like my favorite celebrities, and I can, like, I've seen them, like a lot of them are on reality TV shows, and I can think of scenes where I've seen them with like minimal makeup, and then when they're full done up, and they look great either way to me, which I think is like the perfect way to do it. Oh my gosh. Always the time goes so stinking fast on these. I think I'm gonna close out this live probably in the next couple of minutes because I am getting tired and it's been a full day and I need to catch up on some sleep. But any last comments are welcome. If your dad was a master and your mom was a piece, you would be a masterpiece. Thank you. I'll say my dad is a master, my mom was a piece, meaning I'm a masterpiece. What did one hat say to the other hat? You stay here, I'm going on ahead. I watch Bailey Sarian, LOL. I've been to more funerals than weddings. Been to both my parents' one. My aunt's and uncle before I turned 15. Oof. Wow. That is really rough, Brian. I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you hear about the chef that died? He passed away. Is your water cold or room temp? I would say at this point this is it's like still a little cool, but it's not warm at all, but it's, I don't know. It's a little cool. Let's say that. It's not cold. Have you ever been to jail? Because it should be illegal to be that good looking. I have heard that one. Have a wonderful night, Hannah. So sad because I think I missed Rachel's live tonight. Oh, I might have missed it too because I didn't get a notification. So, yikes. You missed a couple of jokes, but it's all good. They are lame. Oh shoot, I'm sorry if I missed those. Hey, Bay, you still up? I am, but I am actually like about to chill and not chill. I'm about to peace out of this live because I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark and it's 11:16 p.m. here in Minneapolis, and I should get to bed and ready for work tomorrow. Hi, Daya. Nothing much. It's the end of my Monday here in Minnesota. I'm about to ZZZ. Me too. Me too. I still need to catch up a little bit on sleep. Oh no, we work in 6 hours. Oof. Have a great night, everyone. I hope to see you again soon. Yes, gosh, I'm not sure exactly when I'll be live again. Sorry I can't give you a reliable date, but I'll try to hop on when I can this week, so stay tuned. Two blondes walk into a bar. You would think the second one would have seen it. I've seen that one, Greg. Night, see you. Be good. Bye, B. I had a good pickup line ready to go, but you're so good looking. I'm literally speechless. Thank you, silly little guy. Daya, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Bye, Brian. Good night. Have a wonderful night and great day tomorrow. Yes, have a great day tomorrow as well. Hope you get some great rest tonight, and it's been fun chatting. Hope your analytics on YouTube keep getting better and better. They are, like, they're moving in the right direction, so it's very exciting to see, Cassidy. Thank you so much. Yes, you have a wonderful night as well, Ernest. Thank you so much for joining. You were the very first one here. You are so speedy to join, so it was fun to see you pop right in the chat. I hope you have a great night as well. And anybody else I don't know if anyone else is gonna chat. There's always some like very last minute chats, last second chats. So I'm gonna say good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday night. I'm gonna head off to sleep because I gotta rest up for tomorrow. But it's been fun. Bye. Have a good night.